We are just a few days away from Islam Makhachev defending his belt against Dustin Poirier at UFC 302 in New Jersey. But the event could take a turn because there is a possibility that staph infections are entering the troubles of fighters. It gained attention this week during the official photo shoot sessions, and the attention came by when Islam was posing with the belt. There was a little bruise on the shin of his left leg. What seems like a bruise actually seems more to be a staph infection. And not only Islam is the one facing these backlashes. Paulo Costa is also seen with a bruise on his foot that is perhaps looking like a staph infection. Well, what is a staph infection actually, and why does this term actually keep popping up in the UFC and with all the fighters? Well, MMA is a contact sport. When the fighters are constantly on the mats, many sweat particles, bacteria particles land on those mats. The most vulnerable spot in the body where an athlete can get infected are the feet and the legs. And the feet are the most vulnerable part of the body because they collect a lot of bacteria. And yeah, the staph infection occurs when a minor cut happens on that part of the body, or a bruise. It starts to look like a kind of tiny hole which loads up a lot of bacteria. And if that is not treated or being cleaned well through, it could go on to be a serious problem to the fighter. But why? Why does it affect the fighter? Well, that infection takes a toll on your body. And that toll on your body needs loads of treatment, loads of help, and it takes a lot of pain and extradition to get that on a good level to actually perform well. But in the meantime, it also gives a lot of stress to your body to compose all the hormones that are creating the pain and the stress to fight the staph infection, which can make you feel exhausted, especially in the week when the weigh-ins are. Your body at a higher stress level, so your body even extremely reacts to every minor pain and to every minor infection, which could lead up to an extreme situation to the fighter. This is why staph is very dangerous for the fighter towards his performance in the cage. Benoit Saint-Denis admitted that he had staph infection against his fight against Dustin Poirier. He had a great first round, but it was immediately worn out in the second round, and just Dustin knocked his ass out in the second round. Staph infection was a part of the journey, and it affected his abilities to perform inside the cage. We've seen many fighters deal with the staph infections. Paulo Costa is also an example why he had to cancel some fights. Jiri Prochazka also said in his title fight against Alex Pereira that he had a staph infection before. Jack Della Maddalena also needs to cancel his fight against Shafkat at 305 because he has a staph infection that doesn't go away. And yeah, now Conor McGregor is the one that hyped up the whole community that Islam had a staph infection and that it could affect his performance inside the cage. It could either end good for the card or it could end dramatically for the card. Maybe they will have to cancel both Paulo Costa and Islam Makhachev, or they will go in the fight and have a bad performance to end up losing the fight. But let's hope it's not that serious. Let's hope it's just a bruise and not an infection. But it could seriously be a problem for UFC 302. Guys, let me know down below what you think. Let's discuss the topic down below.
Stay hydrated.